Hey guys, the Commander Casual here. I am playing my um uh uh um playing my Jaleva or Grixis, I should say, Dragonstorm deck. I wanted this deck to be piloted by Kess, the Dissonant Mage, but I've been unable to get one on Magic the Gathering Online. So for the time being, its interim general is Jaleva, which still works really well. But ideally, I will switch her out for Kess, so I'm just calling it Grixis Dragonstorm rather than Kess or Jaleva Dragonstorm. Anyway, if you haven't seen the deck tech or the previous gameplay videos, the point of the deck is to storm off in a turn and play Dragonstorm, and then dump a ton of big, hasty, scary dragons, and then decimate our enemies. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just gonna brawl here. I don't know what's up with MTGO today. It's having trouble loading a bunch of card arts. So I'll just have to deal with some black art on some stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, so the deck is very specific. It's very focused on running Dragonstorm. We don't really have a win con other than beating face with dragons, and we want to drop them all in one turn so that we can, ideally pre-combat, so that we can all attack with them that turn. And then get a bunch of triggers from like Scourge of Valkus, who's one of them, so we can burn people out. And then we ideally have a bunch of other dragons that enter after we attack with our Udvara Hellkite is another one of the dragons. Thundermaw Hellkite as well. Deals damage to all the flyers and taps them down so we can get in for direct damage. Wow, did he let the Mystic Remora die. Did he keep a one land hand? That's brutal. We drew into our Urborg, which was awesome. I don't like I don't want to blow these spells yet. Just because I want to keep them for like storming off, but I think I'm gonna anticipate just to see what we're working with. Put the rest on the bottom. Okay, we'll take the Geyser because we want the Udvara Hellkite in our library still. That's one of the reasons we're running like Brainstorm and Winds of Change in this deck, is so that if we do, for whatever reason, have stuff in our hand, we can put it back in our library right before we Dragonstorm. Do we attack someone? Who should we poke? Oh yeah, I didn't even introduce the other decks we're playing against. I'll do that after I attack. Let's attack for great justice. The Animar player. Yeah, so we're playing against Damius, Sage of Stone, which is a really good 7-drop commander. You skip your draw steps, she's a 4/4 Death Toucher, and then at the beginning of your upkeep you draw cards until you have 7, essentially. So she's usually just like the head of a black, green, blue, Sultai, I should say, value deck that usually has like a lot of ramp and a lot of, well, it's just typical of the colors. So you get green, so a lot of ramp, blue, a lot of control, and black, a lot of value, I should say, just goodness. You get lots of removal and stuff like that. So I'm assuming this will be a value deck. I've seen Gorgon tribal decks that are not that great. She's also kind of an Eldrazi commander I've seen before. So we'll keep an eye out for this deck. Animar is just about always like a big creatures deck. Usually features a lot of Eldrazi. So we're likely to see a lot of Eldrazi out of him. And then Brea is an artifact deck, I'm sure. Could be Thopter tribal, which would be hilarious and I'd love to see, but do we Temple or Jaleva here? I think we Jaleva. Because if we hit if we hit Dragonstorm with Jaleva, then next turn we can just cast a bunch of stuff and then Dragonstorm on the attack, and we like are just completely blown. Dark Petition is awesome, and Forbidden Alchemy. Do we get anything from anyone else? Couple lands. Nice, we got their Cabal coffers. That would have been really bad because we have an Urborg out. Consuming Aberration, Colony Garden, a land, Sporeback Troll, Fathom Mage. Okay, so they're doing a +1/+1 counters deck. That's cool. That's refreshing because I keep seeing the Eldrazi deck from Animar, and it's you just get hated out. Sculpting Steel, Scalding Tarn, Soul Ring, and a Command Tower. Nice. So we got some good exiles. We just didn't get any other things from them. So we attack that guy. Yeah. So anyway, Animar, whenever you cast a creature spell, he gets a counter, and then for each counter on him, creatures you cast are 1 neutral less to play. And then Brea's got a whole host of abilities, but she also gives you 2 Thopters when she enters the battlefield. So she's a very strong. Oh no, jerk. She's just a really strong commander overall. Oh no, we hit our Dragon Lord Kolagon. That's what we. That keeps happening. Dragon Lord Kolagon's in here. I know his triggered ability doesn't really happen in Commander. But he gives other creatures haste. So ideally we'd grab him with our Udvara Hellkite and Scourge of Valkus and stuff. And then we can give because most of the dragons that we have in this deck that we can Dragonstorm up have haste, just in case we don't get this Dragonlord. Like Thundermaw, Hellkite, and stuff. But Dragonlord's in here so that we can give the ones that don't have haste, like Silumgar, the other Kolagon, and stuff like that, haste. So it's unfortunate that we exiled that, but that's the risk of playing Jaleva with this deck. And also one of the reasons why I'd rather be running... what's-her-face? Okay, the Brea player kept a terrible hand and is now conceding because of it. Because they kept a 1-lander or something. Got a tutor. We're going to Temple first. Go on the bottom. We don't really need hard removal right now. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about from the Damia deck. Just hard value cards. Consuming Aberration isn't necessarily a mill card. It's just crazy good in Commander. I kind of want to Mystical Tutor and Preordain just so we draw the card. We can just wait. We'll wait until this guy's end step. I want to save as many spells as possible so we can, storm off. I would have loved to cast Dark Petitioner, Forbidden Alchemy. We still can if we replay Jaleva, but then we also have to replay her and attack. And the more times we replay her, the more cards she exiles. And I don't want to hit other dragons. So... next turn we might, if this guy taps out again, we will probably, because we'll Mystical Tutor on our end step. Skeletal Scrying. Draw some cards. Take some damage. This card's cool. I think it's actually quite good. I just really like to utilize my graveyards in just about all my decks. So I don't like to exile cards from my graveyard unless I have to. Occasionally I'll play delve cards, and that's just exiling your graveyard is just convenient for them, but if I can avoid exiling my graveyard, I do usually, and I try to play from it. That being said, I don't think I have a graveyard specific deck on MTGO yet, so that'll have to be changed. I'll have to make one of those. I'll go for an atypical one. I don't want to do just a Mirren style graveyard deck. I kind of want to do a Cedrus the Traitor King, although that's not that unique either, but I'll probably try and find a way to make it unique. Why didn't you trap your Transguild Promenade? Oh, wait, he still is. Venture's Apprentice, as long as you control artifact. It's interesting. So I guess he must just be playing a budget Animar deck or something then, that focuses on +1/+1 counters. I like it. So we're gonna Mystical Tutor and get our Dragonstorm. It's happening! We draw our Dragonstorm. So if we Mana Geyser, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Awesome. We can also Desperate Ritual. Actually, I'm not worried about saving our black mana. I was just thinking about what other stuff we can cast. But we'll Ritual, and then we'll see which of these we can cast as well. Before we Dragonstorm. So, Desperate Ritual. I guess we'll only get to cast one of those. Oh no, because we can snap and untap both of those islands. And Brainstorm and Preordain. Awesome. Yeah, so we'll Mana Geyser here. Then we'll blue snap. We'll target Animar. And then we'll untap both of our islands. We're gonna Preordain first, because if we draw a dragon, we can put it back. Did we play a land this turn? I don't think so. Put Decree on the bottom. I don't really need it. Put it on the bottom. Go to the bottom. There we go. Jeez. Put 2 on top of my library. Those 2. Dragonstorm. Oh my god, you didn't even let me... Ah! That's so... No! You were supposed to let us Dragonstorm! No! Oh, these guys are the worst. I mean, I know they just saw me storming off and were assuming there was... Oh, that's heartbreaking. Well, that's our... like a record win with Dragonstorm. I'll post this video just for the hilarity of it. But don't leave Commander Games. We're about to Dragonstorm and do cool stuff. Ah! I'm so bummed. Well, at least the deck works. Thanks for watching, guys. Like the video if you liked the video. Dislike it if you disliked it, I guess. Leave a comment on what little you saw, I suppose. I'm just going to get into this game. Yeah, comment on whatever you feel like. If you have any suggestions about cards you'd like me to build a deck around, like I did for this deck with Dragonstorm, or commanders or deck styles you want me to build, or would like me to take a crack at, I'm always looking for suggestions for usually more atypical decks, but I'll do anything. And then please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos of this deck, actual videos of this deck where we get to play. And then... check out my channel if you want to see other cool videos I have, other cool decks I have, and other videos of the Grixis Dragonstorm deck. Thanks for watching, guys.